For the last couple of years, a Sony RX100 Mark III has supplied footage for erasedculture videos, its discreet size making an excellent art gallery camera. Output is generally good, and in the hands of a proper photographer can be excellent, but I'm not a proper photographer. Its petiteness, awful menu structure, loose selection wheel and lack of physical button adjustment, however, makes it ergonomically undesirable. Image stabilisation is nothing to write home about either, and the small 1-inch sensor is challenged in low light, so a change of device was required. Better stabilisation, larger sensor and a not dissimilar volume, or so I told myself, led to a Panasonic GX80. To claim it fits in your hand like the RX100 would be self-delusion though. A trip to Newcastle-upon-Tyne in the early February coldness would be the first trip to test the camera in a gallery situation. The coldness was an aid, as the big pockets of a winter coat easily accommodated the GX80, but come the 2 coatless summer days we enjoy in the UK each year, it will necessitate carrying the bulky and heavy, compared to the Sony camera, in a bag, making it less convenient to shoot something encountered while wandering around. Next niggle was the lens cap. The inbuilt Sony lens cap is a thing of beauty. Switch the camera on, the lens extends and is ready to shoot. Constantly removing and refitting the GX lens cap, especially while wearing gloves, soon becomes unfashionable, with the chance of losing a cap a constant possibility. Left eye or right eye? I shoot left eye, which means constantly touching the screen with my nose and shifting the focus point. I know you can rectify this in the settings, but it's convenient to have the screen live to quickly change the focus point, so I just shoot with my right eye, and it's certainly more convenient than the Sony, which lacks a touchscreen. Ergonomically, the GX80 is streets ahead of the Sony. Its bulk feels more secure and stable in hand, and the menu system and dials make quick changes easily accessible, though I would prefer dedicated dials for ISO, aperture and shutter speeds. Newcastle is not short of bridges, and I love crossing the magnificent 1849 opened 408 metres long high-level bridge. The graffiti-covered ironwork can be most amusing, and lately it appears to be where ladies of the night advertise their services, with my favourite message being "Local brass," followed by their telephone number. All the information a gentleman seeking this kind of service requires. Stopping halfway across, I shot a pan of the lovely 1980 opened Metro bridge. As I'm very lazy, and there's normally enough light outside for the camera to choose adequate exposure, I mostly shoot automatically. In this case, intelligent automatic. A minute into the pan, the level gauge disappeared from the display screen, leaving me guessing how upright I was holding the camera. The gauge annoyingly disappears 1 minute into every shot, and I've yet to find how to stop it. The colour mode was standard, which I find a little saturated and contrasty. I have hacked the camera to allow shooting in Cine-like D and V, but have yet to try them out. Exiting the high-level bridge into Gateshead, the next video was shot in the Baltic Art Gallery. You have to be more hands-on in art galleries, so I shoot manual. Rolling bands from the UK 50Hz electricity cycle are avoided by shooting at a 50 shutter speed. You could choose 100, but as the light is so low, I shoot 50 to capture as much light as possible. Aperture is wide open and ISO at a maximum of 1600. I select auto white balance, again out of laziness. In this video I forgot to adjust the ISO and it was set at 250, which was far too low. I'm not sure whether the auto white balance caused the terrible result, but the clip was just about salvaged in post. Next, handheld footage of the Sage exterior being cleaned by abseilers. Multi-storey car parks often provide a good vantage for city views, and this pan was shot looking north from the top of the John Dobson Street NCP multi-storey. I usually shoot outdoor photos automatically, as for me, they are building blocks to make videos rather than entities in their own right, and good enough, which is all my photography skills allow, suits my purpose. I found using the GX80 much more enjoyable than the Sony due to its well thought out ergonomics. As to whether it produces better results, for my needs, probably, but not by much. Newcastle is one of my favourite cities and would thoroughly recommend visiting.